Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching me, depending on your time zone. Now, as we are speaking now, there is a photo trending on social media platform. This photo has been shared by two individuals first. The first person is the nominated Senator Millicent Omanga, who is also a close ally of the Deputy President Samoei Ruto and a member of UDA party. The second person is the Kapsaret Member of Parliament Oscar Sudi, who is also a close ally and an insider of the Deputy President Samoei Ruto. There is three individuals in that photo. The first person is Ngunjiri Wambugu, the Nyeri town Member of Parliament. The second person in that selfie photo is Guru, the woman rep. Then the third person is Millicent Omanga. Now, Ngunjiri Wambugu is not part of UDA party. If you listen to him and the kind of post he make outside there, you will learn that he don't have good words for the Deputy President Samoei Ruto. But what can be the intention of these photos? That is what we want to look into. But before we go deep into that, I have a quick reminder. You might be watching me, but you have not yet subscribed. My humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, once we come out with a video like this, you will always get notified. Again, to all our returning subscribers and anyone who dropped comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, let us give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend our video to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, the last time Honorable Ngunjiri Wambugu made headlines was when he said that he's going to listen to the ground, and that means he was going to consult his constituency, Kule Nyeri town. And as people anticipated, that Ngunjiri Wambugu, when he come back, he might go the Anne Waiguru way, where Waiguru said that he's going to listen to the ground, and after that, he said that the ground is telling her to join the UDA party. But that is not how Ngunjiri Wambugu came out. Ngunjiri Wambugu said that the ground is saying that Jubilee Party is well received, and therefore he should stay within Jubilee Party. And remember, during this time, the UDA guys were very careful watching Ngunjiri Wambugu, and they were just waiting for his next step. And definitely, huyu jamaa aliwaacha kwa mataa. And remember, even during that time, many people thought that really Ngunjiri is going to UDA party. And even these guys were already welcoming Ngunjiri Wambugu. So definitely it turned out the other way round. So that is the first place we are starting from. Now, secondly, when Ngunjiri Wambugu came back, he started sharing out clips which was showing the other bad side of the Deputy President Samoei Ruto. When his guys were speaking about how they're going to defend Samoei Ruto, how Ruto was talking about the Kikuyu community in Rift Valley, how Bonny Khalwale has been talking about Samoei Ruto and the corruption that goes with him. Ngunjiri has been sharing out all of this video, and this has not been going well with those people who are supporting Samoei Ruto. So there is a time when Dennis Itumbi went back to dig deeper into the past clip of Honorable Ngunjiri Wambugu talking about railaodinga, and that video resurfaced. Then again, it was shared largely by the UDA guys on social media. So this is the kind of war that has been going down there between Ngunjiri Wambugu and the UDA team down there on the ground. So I want you to listen to this video clip. It's very short, which was shared by Dennis Itumbi when Ngunjiri Wambugu was talking about railaodinga and the deep state. Then after this, I'm going to show you the response from Ngunjiri Wambugu.
Some of us have the privilege of having worked with him and knowing him well. And a lot of the times he says things that people misinterpret to mean what they do not mean. So those of us who know him, me being one of them, keep trying to clarify. And we have given ourselves the responsibility of ensuring that people understand exactly what he's saying.
Okay. So why don't you just join NASA then? So you can actually do it for us from inside.
No. I mean, you guys are doing a pretty bad job. The idea here is to stop Raila from being president, because he's a really, really bad option for the country.
Let me tell you something. To stop Raila from being president, you have only one vote.
Yeah.
Okay? At the end of the day, Kenyans will decide, and we're 10 million strong.
You used to be a Raila insider. What happened?
That's the thing. And a lot of us were Raila insiders. Ruto was a Raila insider. Duale was a Raila insider. You just need...
Now, this is how Ngunjiri Wambugu responded to Dennis Itumbi on that video. And it is good you listen to him very carefully so that you understand which direction Ngunjiri Wambugu might be heading to. Thank you for this pre-2017 video, Itumbi. I appreciate and feel very honored that your research guys have found it necessary to dig into the achievers and found anything I have said in the past that support your candidate today. He goes on to say, but what I personally learned from this is why we must never write people off until it's over. Anaendelea kusema, who would have imagined that today Raila would be a recognized and credible statesman, while Ruto would be a total anarchist. And I learned that word, total anarchist. Is unbelievable. Which is why the question for 2022 must remain with what we know and have seen about the two gentlemen, bad and good, in hashtag whose hands Kenya safe between the two. So you see now he's still asking the question that Franz Atwell was asking, in whose hands are we safe? So seemingly you can see the direction there. Now from that information you can understand Ngunjiri Wambugu is heading to which direction? Which formation is he heading to? Of course, if Ngunjiri Wambugu will be heading to William Samoei Ruto's side, I don't think he will be hammering this much on the UDA side. What he could have been doing is to soften his stand on UDA party and the personality of the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. That's why even he's laughing about those photos. And he's just wondering how UDA is really desperate to drag him on their side. So one thing that is coming out clear is that Ngunjiri Wambugu might not be going into the UDA direction. Ngunjiri is standing with the President Uhuru Kenyatta and the ODM leader Raila Amolo Odinga. And remember, at one point Ngunjiri Wambugu was appointment of Raila Amolo Odinga. He was in ODM party before he jumped to UDA because of personal interest. And this time, he learned that his interest might be served well and good in Jubilee Party. That's why Ngunjiri Wambugu has been clear that they want to take over the Jubilee Party leadership. And you can see, Ngunjiri Wambugu in one post is suggesting that the IEBC chairman, Wafula Chebukati, is acting like Jubilee Secretary General. So that's not a man who is heading to Jubilee Party. And remember, he is questioning Chebukati because Chebukati definitely was warning CS Eugene Wamalwa. He was warning CS Interior CS Matiang'i, and again he was warning CS Mucheru for involving themselves in politics. But the question he was asking, why is Chebukati not warning William Samoei Ruto, who sit in the cabinet? So for that reason, Ruto should have been warned to stop politics. So you can see, that is sarcastic remark. So for that reason, I think, and I'm believing that Ngunjiri Wambugu is not warming towards William Samoei Ruto. So definitely, what Oscar Sudi, Millicent Omanga and the team are trying to do is try maybe to shed light on the other side to put Ngunjiri Wambugu in an awkward situation, which will make him look like a person who is not really serious in support of the handshake. They want these guys to see him as a more in the handshake side, rather than realigning himself with the President Uhuru Kenyatta. That is one thing these guys are trying to do here. And in that way, they will be trying to pull down Ngunjiri Wambugu such that President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga will not have trust in someone and the person of Ngunjiri Wambugu. So that is why these people are trying to do this. And you see, even some people are buying into this issue. I see the people like the Tuko. You see, Tuko, which has a good reputation, was still sharing that photo as if it is just a recent photo, which was just taken now, suggesting that Ngunjiri Wambugu might be warming to Jubilee side. So that is what these people wanted to achieve with this photo. But the truth of the matter is that this photo was taken some time back. It is not yesterday or the day after yesterday or today. This is a photo that was taken a long time ago, but it's just playing into the current politics. But again, there is something we can learn from this post. Despite the fact that it has been said on the ground, UDA party is popular in Central region. Again, it is coming out clear that these people are also desperate to have elected leaders in UDA side. But one thing that I'm wondering with William Samoei Ruto is that Central region has a reputation. Most of the elected leaders in Central region normally don't make back to leadership positions. There is history that can testify to that. 60% of these people will always be voted out. And now William Samoei Ruto is celebrating the majority of elected leaders in Central region. What does that tell you? I'm certain and believing that William Samoei Ruto will lose up to 60% if he's going to remain this to retain these people all the way to the ballot. He is going to lose up to 60% of elective position in Central region, because all of these other small party which he is referring to as village party and tribal parties will have at least some people taking over power, because UDA will be fronting the elected leaders, and history is going to repeat itself. Because you see, definitely at a place like Nyeri town, what William Samoei Ruto should have been doing is to look for another person who can be checkmating Ngunjiri Wambugu rather than bringing the name of Ngunjiri Wambugu into this issue. Like if they have another person who was willing to vie on UDA ticket at Nyeri town, then they see UDA is trying to front Ngunjiri Wambugu at their side. Definitely this person is going to develop cold feet and take a back step. So in that way, definitely they are losing the ground. So I'm believing that how William Samoei Ruto is playing his politics, rather than gaining elective seat in Central region, he is going to lose. So in that way, President Uhuru Kenyatta and the ODM leader railaodinga should prepare to gain more elective seat in Central region. And one thing can come out clear, William Samoei Ruto might have more of the presidential vote in Central region, but Uhuru Kenyatta and railaodinga might have more of elective seat in Central region. So think about that. In one way or another, these guys might have super majority in the next government. Now, that is my take on this issue. I don't know your views, but what I understand is that I have very wise people on this platform. So the remaining thing is for you to get into the comment section and give me your views on this scenario. You don't necessarily to agree with me. You can disagree with me, but constructively. In that way, we will be making this conversation to look more mature and of great help to other people. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.